Okay. Jack, round 6. Fuck. That's a great way to start this hellhole off, isn't it? I am in a weird position. I'm exiled on a roof, and I was honestly considering recording some sort of confession outside, but then I realized I'd have to go outside. I'm just not doing that. Um, I believe I did the best I could in the challenge. For me, it's solving a cryptogram, and what it really was a set of instructions that I'm not going to show the camera. But it basically just said to throw the word ascendance in your production chat, and then raise your hands and say you're done. I think that was it. Either way, I attempted to do multiple things, such as typing just the word ascendance. That didn't work. Then I put my hands on my head, which didn't work. And then I put my hands up, and that still didn't work. And then I had to screen the word done. So I attempted to escape 4 times, and I got closer each time. But took me about 11 minutes, honestly. I think it could have been better. I'm a much stronger person with cryptography and all that. So, kind of disappointing, since I honestly do think someone will beat me. I have a plane ticket. Oh, yeah, I don't think I ever recorded a confessional saying that. Yeah, I have a plane ticket. Um, Isolation really does you wonders, including because you're not really being able to talk to people, being able to wait for 8 hours for the forum to be posted. I think I woke up at 8 in the morning because I have classes at 9, although classes today. Um, yeah, so I basically stared at a screen for 8 hours, waiting for something to happen, and then at 4, message went into my inbox. Uh, wasn't Panama like I thought it was. Had to look around a little bit. It ended up being the Pearl Islands, which is also something Balboa happened to explore, but isn't nearly talked about. So I guess good on you. I should have seen something at the islands.
Actually, it was because Survivor Pearl Island's merge tribe was named Balboa.
God damn it! I didn't even know that. I pulled up a map of the places that Balboa went, and the island that is below Panama that happens to be the Pearl Islands, which I know Survivor Pearl Islands is a thing. Did not know the merged tribe was named Balboa. All I know is that one of the info markers said Pearl Islands, and then typed in the word Pearl Islands, and apparently that worked. So it took me 4 minutes. I was the first person to view the page. I think, well, I think other than maybe Nicole to make sure it was working, other than Papa. Not going to speculate on that. But either way, grabbed a plane ticket. If we win this challenge, I make jury without having to use my plane ticket, which is good for 4 more rounds. Well, 4 more eliminations, however many rounds it ends up being. If I'm not safe, uh, that plane ticket's coming out. I'm making the jury at this point. There's no doubt. Honestly, I can just start practicing for live night. Really quick, since you're here anyway, I mean, we're doing a live confessional. Jesus Christ. Uh, do we need both bags of Skittles unopened?
It doesn't really matter. I would suggest not opening them because you might eat them, but that's totally up to you.
I have a decent enough resolve. Um, but we will need both bags specifically, not just one in the case of the Oreo cookies where it was like, we
You
have 20.
So you may not. It just depends on circumstance. But I would hate for you to not have two and then end up needing them. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm asking people to get two. You may not end up using the second bag, but you would be more thankful to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. No, it is not a decoy if that's what you're asking.
Or a backup, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's the straw. So I know exactly what game it is. It's Sorting Hell. That's just what I've nicknamed it. Pick up uh, these Skittles using a straw and suction via your mouth. Organize them as fast as you can. I don't know what type of demon you bargained with to get this game, but why?
Ascendant, sponsored by Skittles. Taste the rainbow.
Ironically enough, all the gays hate it. Anyway, um, I think that's really it for talk that I have.
I
Let's see.
only have about 6 minutes till my next comp, so I do have a few questions. I'm going to run through the ones I always want to ask, and then if I have time, I have a couple extra. Right now, who do you trust the most?
Connor, Jackie,
And why?
Luke. So obviously there's the three-person alliance potentially of Luke, Connor, Jackie, and I did trust Luke, except for the whole stealing my power thing. He probably figured out pretty fast that he's now fucked with both sides. So he can get fucked. As much as I do respect him. Connor and Jackie. Connor, I know from outside the game. Jackie, it's just been someone that I've been close to this whole time due to being shoved together.
So on the opposite side, who do you trust the least?
Let's see. The guy that publicly went after me, so Jordan. The guy who put me in a losing position, and basically fucked me over this week, Scott. And who else do I not really trust? I'm not sure. Michael and Ryan. So
Can I follow up on what you just said? So you feel like you've been set up to be a target. As a party planner, did you do the same last round?
oh, I absolutely did, and that's why I
Okay.
respect it. Yeah, no. If that wasn't targeting Austin, I don't know what that was, because what I did was there were there was the strong four, being the kingpins as I called them: Jordan, Ryan, Austin, Scott. Jordan and Austin more than likely have a strong connection due to Austin getting a reward and then passing it to Jordan, which Jordan shittily used. Holy shit. Uh, which I want to bring irony to that if I have to use it. But I wanted to make sure those two were split up. So when Jordan won, and I was still in first place, I was able to manipulate it in such a way that I had Austin, and then he grabbed Scott, which I mean I was expecting, but at the same time it was kind of annoying because I wanted to grab Scott and just isolate him completely. But then I was able to grab Ryan.
So let me follow up that statement with, so you kind of said it, elimination, no, like I'm not coming after you, Jordan, and kind of tried to walk that back. Are you going to try to draw a line in the sand now and say it's us versus them, or are you going to try to continue?
I'm confused. Did that message get poorly relayed that no, I'm shooting at him. I've been shooting at him this whole time, and now I'm just going to start pulling out rocket launchers and just making the biggest holes that I can. Like that was completely fake, and that was actually more of a homage to what Austin did in his elimination, because I don't think I've seen more fake acting from literally anyone. Okay, actually, I have. but I can't say their names because they're real people, and they are horrible actors.
I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my questions so I don't run out of time. Who do you think right now, and remember you can never say yourself, who is in the best position to make it to the end right now?
Jordan. He has orchestrated one of, if not the biggest move in the history of Ascendance, forcing someone, well, basically taking immunity away from someone to backstab someone.
And what are you referring to?
So they managed to convince the other team that they were voting out Austin, get everyone to give immunity to us, and then blindside Corey. And that is easily a big game move. It's flashy. It's very, very obvious that it displays extreme control, and it's a major issue.
Let's step back just a second and say, if that hadn't happened, what do you think would have panned out on your side? Because you all were trying to rush to elimination as well. What would have been?
It would have been Josh. I mean, not Josh, Jeff. And do I kind of regret that now? Fuck yes.
Regret it meaning accepting the immunity?
I mean, Josh put me here for a reason.
You mean Jeff?
Jeff. Josh is still in my mind from the call-out post. But yeah, no. Jeff, I'm not sure if I actually regret it or not, because I've been here, I've been in isolation, I can't fuck up my game even more than I already have.
Okay, now let's talk about this really quick. You did get chosen. Well, first of all, you spent your money to get a clue, which you said in your pride chat, money well spent. You think the time and the clue paid off. But then on the flip side, you got someone else bought the power to, exile you on the casino roof until elimination. So if your team loses, you will go straight into the elimination. If your team doesn't, then you will join after whoever gets eliminated is eliminated. You just said it might be a positive thing, but overall, how are you feeling about it? And how is your relationship with Jeff progressing?
So honestly, Jeff, the whole point is the power to exile someone is a power to make them shut up and not have any control, which means if they didn't have a plan going into this round, they're fucked. And I've also received all my information through Jeff, including Jordan's advantage, which, very conveniently cancels out any sort of advantage I could have. It's just...
What do you? Can you explain? I'm not.
So, if we consider the numbers here, there are 2 people on each side of the fence. If I'm considering that Ryan's on my side, if he's not, I'm fucked either way. It doesn't matter. But let's consider for fun that Ryan and myself are going to vote together. Jordan and Scott are going to vote together against me because... Yes. So right now it's 2-2 at deadlocks.
Mm-hmm.
But conveniently, the advantage called show your hands gives someone a double vote. Something about the name show your hands does not sound like a double vote. It sounds like a advantage revealer or publicly revealing something.
So he bought a power. The power was publicly revealed in the main chat.
Which you can't reveal.
No, I can reveal to you. Yes, it's publicly revealed to everyone. Production can still communicate with you. And it was his power that he got was the double vote.
Fuck, okay.
So it was revealed in the main chat. If anyone was paying attention, they did give that. But yeah, I can communicate with you anything game related. So again, that's why I communicated the challenge with you. I will communicate the elimination with you. If someone were to quit the game right now, obviously I would communicate that with you because that is game related.
Yeah, I can assume that, but it, I mean, it reinstills a bit of trust in Jeff that he did tell me the truth and didn't try to lie to my face. But also now we have a numbers imbalance. If he wanted to get me out and he wasn't sure about Ryan, all he'd have to do is play his advantage, and suddenly it's 3-2, and I'm dead. Like,
So, what is the likelihood if you walk into elimination, no matter the construct,
100.
100% you will use your plane ticket?
Uh, there is 100% of a chance I'm using my plane ticket, which then means that Ryan is going home. And it's unfortunate, but it also does constitute a game move of no one was here to save me. I brought myself back into the game.
So I only have 2 minutes, so I will wrap up to say, just to share the information, because Jeff wasn't clear, so it made me think maybe you weren't clear as well. When elimination happens, if you are in elimination, you will be allowed to speak. You can come to that. I was in a game where we were very unclear as players whether we were allowed to speak to the exile person. When you come to elimination, your exile is over. You're no longer prohibited from speaking to other people. If there is an elimination and you are not going to it, you will sit here until that elimination is done. That person is removed from the main chat, and then we will put you back in the main chat. So do you have any questions about that?
So, you just mentioned something interesting, and I don't think you do it. So, let's see. Can you? I know I'm running out of time. Can you state the other teams?
I can look them up because I do remember. Kayla, Jackie, and Luke are on a team, and then whoever's left, Michael, Jeff, and Connor.
Yeah, no, the teams are stacked against me. However, I do like my odds if it's for some reason a joint.
So when we reveal results, and I'm not for sure if you were on the chat, that if you were in the main chat before this happened, but you have till 7 p.m. as noted on Pro Boards to finish the challenge. If people finish sooner, we will reveal results sooner, and then you will also get that video. So we will send that video to you so you can see what the scores were, who got whose points, etc., etc.
And then by comparison, what's happening with elimination, is that going to be stated?
Of course, yeah, that's always during results.
Okay, so I know you're running out of time. So yeah, if it is joint, then my best possibility is to take Kayla, Jackie, Luke. I'm not even sure if that's true, because Kayla, Jackie, Luke, if it was joint, that'd probably be the best people to work with, just because I could probably flip them all to my side, and they'd probably all want Jordan out. But I think something else is going on here. It's too easy. There's going to be one elimination, because unless we're having a final 7 jury, which please don't. That laugh wasn't pleasing.
I laugh when people ask me anything future related in Ascendance, because that is the joy of Ascendance. No one ever knows what's going to happen.
Except the psychics.
If you join jury, you will know you're on jury. If you make it to final 3, you will know who's on jury. Otherwise, that's it. Okay, I do have to leave in 2 minutes.
What the fuck? Wait, we don't know when jury hits.
Ask Jabbar. Jabbar will fill you in on how you learn about jury.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, sure. Run while you still can before I say something stupid.
Have a good night. Enjoy your isolation. Quarantine